What are you waiting for?
You.
No, I'm here. What do you mean?
You ready? All right,
Yeah,
let's
no,
go.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm waiting.
All right, so here we have King Boleslaw again, King of
The
Poland.
bold.
So I'm MrUndershaft, and what's your
I'm coughing.
what's your handle?
Oh, can you hear me now? I unmuted.
Yeah, I hear you.
My handle's Corey and stuff.
Corey and stuff. All right, and so we're doing this is a Crusader Kings 2 walkthrough. I've played this game a little bit. Corey and stuff hasn't played this game at all, right?
I've played like an hour of the tutorial.
Okay, great.
And
But the tutorial's not great, so this will be a little more
It
helpful.
scared me.
So I'm gonna play. You're gonna ask questions. You're gonna annoy me. We'll probably fight a little bit,
I'm gonna crack jokes.
and we'll learn. So we are playing as King Boleslaw II of Poland. We're kicking it right here. All the tutorials that are on YouTube are everyone plays Ireland every time. This is like where you go to learn how to play this game. So you can go see that with everyone else. This will be a little different. I don't know if it'll work. We'll find out. King Boleslaw is 24. He is a Catholic. He is Polish culture. I guess I should back up a little bit. When you play the game, your guy lives up here in the upper left. We're going to go through all these things more in depth as we move forward, but this border here tells you everything you need to know about your character that you are currently playing, and he's also marked by this little star. Your guy has a star. Our character is a skilled tactician, which means he's a decent soldier. He is strong, which is good. That makes him a better soldier. And then he has these other items that just generally help his scores. This whole game is built around scores, your interaction scores with everyone else in the universe. Literally the universe. So all of these people all have an opinion of me. This guy, opinion of me, 16.
We're king of Poland, right?
We are the king of Poland.
Right.
So we actually went through before this. We sorted some things out so that we wouldn't need to bog ourselves down in the administration. So we'll be able to get to action right away. The long and the short of it is we're here. We are married. As part of this game, you get to set an ambition. It's something that you want to accomplish. Right now,
Get laid.
our ambition is literally to get laid. Yes, we want to have a son. Because right now, if we died, in Crusader Kings, if you die, you begin playing as your heir. Right now, our heir is our brother. You can tell he's our heir because he has this crown here.
He is
Our
the
heir,
ugliest.
Vladislav, is not only ugly, but he's also terrible.
He sucks.
He has a one
Is he our
diplomacy.
full brother?
Uh, yes,
Because
it would say he's our
he
half
is a
brother.
horrible looking human being compared to
And
us.
it's not even he's infirm, so he suffers from a sickly disposition. He just kind of
What does
sucks.
that even mean? Infirm.
It's like he's bedridden. He's
Jesus.
never really. He's just sick. He's sickly. But he's
Looks
taken
it.
over if we kick it before we have a son. So we need to pump out a boy quick. So we are going to go to work on that. We also have our council here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 people each are a specialist in one of the areas of the
They
game.
run our shit.
They run our stuff and they help our score. So our own diplomacy score is 12. That's what we have. And this will all make sense later if you're trying to keep up. Don't worry, we'll get there.
My goal for this as the person learning is to skip all of the pre-roll on everything.
Yeah, which we're basically
We're
doing.
going to play it at about 20% faster than a new person should ever play it or would ever be able to play it, and I'm going to back into everying else.
Right.
'Cause I don't
It'll all
learn
come
well
as
with the whole, like, read a book on it and then
So-
play it.
And one of the things we also talked about beforehand is what our goal is going to be here. Crusader Kings 2, in a lot of ways, is kind of like SimCity or The Sims, where there's no real way to win. I mean, I guess there's no set win condition. You can kind of have it be whatever you want. So our short-term goal is going to be to form the empire, the Windish Empire, which is this. It's a preset section in the game. The different tiers of land will make more sense, but this is our goal to get this section. And right now, we are Poland right here. So we're going to start to poke our way through to the sea here. We're going to knock through all these countries. That is our goal. Fortunately, to take over some land or to declare war in this game, you can't just decide that I want this. You need to have a reason. That reason can either be you have a claim on the land, which means your ancestors held it in some way. You faked a claim, which we'll get to as well. Or you can fight for if you can fight for religious reasons. So if a country next to you is a different religion, you can say, "I claim this land in the name of my religion," or you can use a de jure claim. What a de jure claim means is
Pasta visual.
pasta fajoule. It's a soup of the day. Um, so the all the territories in this game are broken up into a million things. So each of these little sections is a county. So that is the smallest unit of land. Are these individual areas? Are counties? The counties are clumped. That is what they are, right? I hope that's right. Yeah, of course it is. The next step up from that are duchies, which are collections of counties. So these four counties constitute the duchy of Silesia, right? So if we controlled, and anytime you control over at 51% or more of any unit of land, like a duchy, you can declare war to claim the rest of it, basically saying, this is mine, I own half of it, so I'm taking the rest of it. So if you had 3 of these 4 counties in the duchy, you could take this last one. Then the next tier up from that is a kingdom, where if you have over 51% of a kingdom, you can take over the rest of the kingdom. And then the next step up from that is if you have more than 51% of a de jure empire, you can take the rest of the empire. So as we're moving towards trying to take this chunk, once we get to the halfway point, it's going to be much easier. But we're going to have to kind of claw our way to get there.
Got it.
All
right, let's start doing stuff.
All right, let's do stuff. So
that was the glaze limit.
That was the glaze limit.
That's glaze limit.
Do you have us on a clock of some kind?
No, it's called me having ADD and needing to see some action. That's
Right.
perfect. I mean, that lays out. I feel like that lays out what we set out to do when we set this thing up last time.
I think so.
And it lays out what we're going to do it. It's clear. We need to start taking over these countries and or duchies to kind of move out. I would also add, I think one thing we skipped is we sent somebody over to the Holy Roman Empire to be like, hey, dog.
So
chill.
we have all these little countries that if we can find a way to attack, if we can find a CB, a justification to go attack, we can.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, we're going to be keeping an eye on the Horos over here, this gigantic blob of a country.
What a bunch of Horos.
That could be a very serious problem if they decide to expand eastward. So
now, what do you think, gut feeling, percentage-wise chance of that happening? I mean, we're looking at 50-50. They can only go 3 ways, right?
Well, it depends if they decide to expand.
Okay.
It's tough to say. Every game is different. That's one of the things that kind of.
I'll throw it out there. I'm terrified of them right now.
Well, great.
It feels like they're going to beat us. I mean, I'm not.
The thing that we have going for us is that we are all Catholic. We are all Catholic buddies in this whole zone, and Poland is Catholic. These 2 areas are not, which is good because it gives us a reason to attack them already. I have my eyes on Pomerania. I think this is the first area we're going to expand to. Pomerania it looks like it's just 3. Ooh. The de jure kingdom of Pomerania is pretty big, but right now, the actual kingdom of Pomerania appears to just be these 3 territories. So we're going to go ahead and try and stomp them really quick, or as quickly as we can once we get a little business going. But in the meanwhile, we're going to try to make the Holy Roman Empire like us. So what we have done to do that is taken our Chancellor, who's basically our Secretary of State. He's our second in command. And we've sent him to Kaiser Heinrich III, who runs the Holy Roman Empire, and our Chancellor, Dietrich, is hanging out in Nassau just telling the Kaiser how dope we are. So that's his job. He's chilling, and he's just like, hey, you know who's great? Poland. And so hopefully he'll get...
we know. Where are you from?
Right.
I'm from Poland, he says.
Right now, so I was saying before, everyone's relation to everyone else are these numbers. So right now, Heinrich it has a positive 12 opinion of us, a green 12. This is a 200-point scale. It goes from 100 to the positive all the way down to 100 to the negative. And hanging out there is going to make him like us more. If we gave him a gift, he would like us more, but he's very powerful, so it'll cost us more money than we have to actually send him a gift. I will bet this guy does, right. So this guy who we're about to go after, High Chief Sismonsil of Pomerania, has a negative 14 opinion of us. He is not gonna like us because he can hear.
Kill him.
He subscribes to this YouTube channel and he knows what we are into.
What's up.
Um,
Sir, I was watching their first video.
and I have very
We are
serious
in trouble.
concerns. The other thing that we have working against us here is so succession laws. Our current succession law, you know what, we're going to get to that later. Right now, our succession is basically we're boned if we die because our lousy brother is going to get everything. So let's have a baby, let's get our business in order, and let's take over Pomerania. Sound like a plan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My thought
Go.
is if we don't have a kid soon, that's going to be a big plot point here.
So we've started time here. We'll go double time because right now we're just kind of accumulating. Great. Excellent. We're already stressed. So this is one of the random events. We've been playing for 5 days, and our moodiness and tendency to lash out at people is getting worse, naturally. It's been almost a week. I sleep too little and can't seem to stop worrying. So now we have gained the trait stressed. So this affects our scores and makes us less likely to have babies and a little less healthy, which is the opposite.
What was the hit on the baby making?
It is negative 10%.
God damn it.
So this is going to pop up right here. There it is.
Can our wife get, like, watch the Notebook?
We kind of did that.
Plus 20%?
Off screen, we sent her a gift. That is something that we did.
Right, right. So we sent her the newly released Blu-ray of
The
Notebook.
the
extended cut.
Notebook,
So she's in her room with
And
a
so
bucket
that-
of popcorn.
That's the plus 29 you can see right there.
Got it.
Sent gift.
Okay. So
And we're
goes
also
around, comes
lucky
around.
because she's kind of a horn dog as lustful.
Nice.
So we're getting plus 20% from her want to
Now,
get
is that
down.
a persistent or a kind of
That is you can lose
character
these.
trait? Or
The
no?
only thing that you can't lose are your primary trait here, which everyone will have.
Yep.
And also, I believe these traits, these green or purple heart traits, you're born with. I don't think you can lose them, but I'm not sure.
Powerful physique.
Someone will correct me if I'm wrong.
Our guy's a middle linebacker. That's his
He's pretty
backstory.
great. This is the thing when I was talking about the laws. Right now we have gavelkins. I'm basically taking more authority. So that I can
the
change
law
laws
we suggested got pushed through.
Yes, it was confirmed.
And we're working our way to full ownership of everything, right? Is that our
Right.
plan?
We want to get to at least this level. We want to get to high crown authority. Right now, before we had minimum, now we have low.
And we want to get to high because we need to change the law so that our kid
Yes,
takes
we want to
over.
change it so that it is a more traditional level of.
Got it.
So
when
that
can
basically
we make our
our.
move? When can we make a move? To,
Sure. The first thing
do
we're
that
going
again.
to do, because we're pretty young and we're 24, we haven't really done anything. We're not very. We have no prestige almost. We don't have much gold. What I'm thinking about doing is let's go for a hunt.
Is that
Our
someone
guy
coming
likes
to
to
kill
kill.
us there
What?
from Kiev? Or what?
No, they're not coming our way. They're highlighted in gray, so they're going somewhere else.
Oh, cool. Okay.
If they are red, they're coming after us. You'll also know when someone's coming after you. Because our guy's pretty great at hunting, or at martial, his martial skill is a 21, which is pretty great. We're going to go on a hunt. We're going to go kill some stuff.
Like
We can't do that
animals?
yet. I missed it. Oh, we don't have enough Why can't I do this? I have the wrong month.
It's too cold up, bro.
I guess.
What's it say?
Because he's stressed. Right, I'm sorry. When you're stressed, you can't go hunting, so that blows.
Do some yoga or something?
All right.
Nice.
My courtiers fear me. They fear my outbursts of anger whenever they disobey and disappoint me, although they seldom do. So this is a random event that's going to pop up because we are wroth. We have a hot temper, and we have a temporary trait vicious, giving us another martial. So we're even doper now. These temporary traits pop up here.
What's martial? That's just like dopeness.
Soldiering, battle.
Okay.
These temporary traits will pop up in this little window right here. they will go away. This one expires in 4 years. So for 4 years, we have a bonus war point,
Cool.
basically.
Okay. Got it.
Um, do I have our guy? Yeah, we have our guys. So basically, right now, I'm hoping that either the Pope or the guy who runs the Holy Roman Empire is going to be our buddy. Um, oh, interesting. I'm not going to do anything with that now.
Who is that?
That's the heir to the Holy Roman Empire is currently unmarried,
Interesting.
and I was going to have her marry our lousy brother,
God,
but
he
he's
sucks,
terrible.
though.
I know. So they're already. Who are they going to war with? They are. So you can find out what people are up to. So they have this big lump of people. So I'm very curious what direction
1933.
they're going in. Yeah. So if you click on this is their capital. You can tell it's a capital because it has this gigantic empire eagle crest shield thing. If you click on that area,
I want one.
you can see here's the Kaiser, and on this bar under his face, you can see what business he's up to.
Oh,
So he's
France,
attacking France.
That's good for us. That's
That
the
is
other
good.
way.
He's going west,
Okay,
which
good.
I am all for. I am all for these guys sorting out Europe, and we'll just putter around here.
Cool. And take
Um,
over the Wendy's dynasty.
The Wendy's, oh my god. We are going to be the king of the
We're gonna
Baconators.
pop up so many fast food restaurants.
I will take a small
Haven't you ever read in history books
Frosty. Well, I know for a fact that you have.
where Wendy's came from? It came from the Great Battle of Wendy's.
All right.
Poland.
High Chief Sismon Sil of Pomerania has no allies. I went to his capital. You can tell the capital by what the biggest icon here is. Our capital is here. Pomerania's capital is this thing. I pop on there. This guy's in charge. When you click on his little box here, Wink, you can see his allies, and he has none. This is good because that means if we go after him, he doesn't have any running buddies that he can call in. The other
Now,
fortunate,
Can I ask a question?
yes.
How do we size him up as a competitor?
Well, there are a
I
couple
mean, can
ways
we
you can.
identify if he's got like sword skills and like his armies are going to be intense?
Well, that doesn't really matter too. I don't think there's a. Well,
I
that's
assume
interesting.
martial matters for him, correct?
Yeah, his martial
Off.
matters.
And what was ours?
21, but that's not really going to come in that. That's not really what you're worrying about. What you're worrying about is how big how big his landfall is, and how much money he has. Right now, okay, so his total army levies, which is how many people he can raise, are 2302, and we can raise 5,000. So we can raise almost twice as many people as he can. So I think we're just going to go after him, and we are fortunate in that he is a different religion than we are.
So we can justify it.
So we can basically say, in the name of, we're Catholic, so in the name of Jesus Christ, we want all your Pomeranians, and just go in there. We are going to kill the Pomeranians. So you want to get nasty and just go after this guy?
Yeah, are we moving in time right now?
We are not. We are paused.
Okay.
I have it paused up here. Let's go get him.
Yeah, I don't like him.
So we are going to declare a holy war for Pomerania. What is the difference between these two? We want the whole kit and caboodle. King Bonesaw can use this to seize all titles held by the infidel high chief. County of Gons, County of Shimsus. So we can't take all of them. And I'm not sure why. Within the de jure duchy, within the de jure high chiefdom. Okay, it's because these are split. So we can only take over one duchy at a time because that is how high, that's the level of his ownership. So we're going to be we can take half of it, but we can't take all of it, which is a pain in the neck. So we're going to take over half. And then we're going to have a little thing, but we'll take more of them. So we're going to take we'll take 2. So the downside of a holy war is any other Slavic people of the Slavic faith may step up in the name of Slavic Jesus or whoever they worship and come and help. So these guys may show up. These little guys next door may show up. I can't say I'm terribly worried about it. I could live to eat those words if the Slavs step up, but let's friggin' dance. Declare war. We're taking These two countries, so if we win, we get this chunk. Let's get nasty. So now we're at war. Right, you can see what pops down up here, and this is anytime you have an action that you can take, it'll come off the top of the screen here. We can call in allies. So we can call in High Chief Slatstvov, who is our cousin. That's cool. Where is he? Oh, he's,
for the record, they're Orthodox.
yes, but he's our boy. He's all the way over here. He runs Ryazan, and they're really far away. I'm not going to bother him yet.
I was looking up Slav history. How did we identify him as a useful person?
He is our cousin.
Oh, sweet.
This little thing dropped down. He is an ally that we could call into war.
Oh, and that happens because we got into war.
Because he's our cousin.
That little flag showed up, because we're in war.
Yes. So if we need him, we can ask him to come help us out. He thinks 53 of us. We'd probably have to send him a gift first to get him to help out. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. So we're going to try and take care of this ourselves.
He be our brother?
He's our cousin.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Be our brother. Our brother's such an idiot.
I know, he's not great. I know the feeling. So we go to the to start this up.
Nailed it.
We go to the military tab, which is the little sword guy here. Boom. And we are going to raise up our troops. So there are 3 types of troops you have here. There are troops from your domain, and your domain are the things that you are directly in charge of. So we have 4 counties in Poland that we are the count of, in addition to being the king of. That basically would be the equivalent of, like the Speaker of the House is from a state, but he's also the Speaker of the House.
Got it.
So we still represent our domain.
Got it.
And then also all the rest of the counties have troops that they give to the king.
Those are our vassals. Yes.
Yes.
The guys who run those other places are our vassals.
Yes, that is correct.
So we own them, but they own their stuff. Our domain, we own our own.
They report to us, but if we get them pissed off enough, they won't help.
Yeah.
And then hired are mercenaries, which are just people who will show up, they will fight your war, and you pay them.
Nice.
So we're just going to... The difference between these 3 is, I believe your domain, when you call up from your domain, you have to pay them more. When you call up your vassals, you pay them less, but also your vassals get mad because they are paying them.
We don't want to piss our vassals off.
We do not.
We want dominate. We want expansion. Right. We don't want to piss our people off.
So I've pulled up, you click on this little button, raise personal levies. Yep. So these are all of our guys, and so these are the counties that we are in charge of. So I'm going to highlight all of them. We'll meet up in Calais if I had a nickel. So they're all going to traipse on over. And so now we're looking at, from our friends in Pomerania, they have...
supporting those 2 that we were grabbing with that other one, the capital.
Right. So they have about 2,600, and we have 4,000.
I feel good. I don't know if I shouldn't, but I feel pretty good.
Let's see. So they're all going to rally in Slupsk.
I hate them.
We're taking our time. Oh, what are they going to do?
Oh, so we're currently traveling. Got it.
Yeah, our guys are hanging out. Oh, they're not hanging out. They're on.
Not exactly a real-time strategy game.
Well, this is usually there's a little more going on. Okay, so we have another thing that just popped in.
Oh, snap.
This is going to be an arranged marriage situation.
For who?
So the Serene Doge of Venice, who's chilling down here someplace, wants to marry our courtier. So this is someone who's just in our court. Who's actually not bad. 13 diplomacy, 12 stewardship. You know who we're going to actually... Thanks.
Our dumb brother. Pick our dumb brother.
Thanks, Domenico, for the heads up. Oh, our dumb brother got married.
Oh,
to a dumber woman. God damn it.
Look at that face.
Oh, our brother is so dumb.
He's like, no, she's cool, man. Just get to know her.
So he married a lowborn. So it's someone who is not even of any major house.
She's
with
like
these brutal skills. Just brutal. And on top of it, she's chaste.
Was she born in a dumpster in Poland somewhere?
So not only is she terrible, but she's probably not going to produce any kids, but at least she's barren.
Chaste means she's zipped up?
Yeah, that's the opposite of lustful. Jeez Louise. So
What's his
it
name?
is so urgent that we have a kid.
What is his name? Our stupid brother. Isn't it like Beefcake or something? Oh yeah, Walls.
Slaw.
Yeah,
We're Bull Slaw, and he's Bad Slaw.
yeah. He's Waldo, as I like to call him for short. He
So we're
sucks.
gonna
Ugh.
really stand nothing to gain with her here.
Can we
don't
get some
have
cash? Can we get like a round 2 pick or something for them?
not really how. No, not really. Well, we could marry her to this guy.
Well, so she's part of our stuff. She's part of our country, or what?
Yeah, she's in our court. She's not. She's just here.
What's a
She's
court,
not related
though?
to
Is
anyone.
the court like high up at all, or I mean, can we
No,
take
she's
advantage
actually
of this politically?
Not really, because she's not tied to us. Oh, and the other thing is she is ambitious, which makes you better, but also makes you hate your bosses.
Got it.
So I am actually going to get her out of town.
Okay, cool.
Because ambitious people tend to want to kill kings.
Got it. Okay, yeah, get her out of
And
here.
as the king, bye forever. So she's gone. That's fine. So we're going to get back to war.
Cool.
Our
Oh, snap, they're
gangsters.
dipping.
Okay.
Can we attack? I can't read the name of it. GDAN, whatever that is. I'm sorry, the most right-hand country, or the most right-hand duchy of that one. Can
Yeah,
we
of course.
attack there, even though his dudes are chilling on the left?
Well, the way that this works is when you get into... We're paused, okay. When you get into war, this war score is going to start ticking. So whenever you are in war, you can see who you are at war with down here. We can see our buddy Seisman Sill down here. As battles start to happen, they're going to rack up here, and each battle has a war score.
Okay.
So you may get like 6%, and you want to get... Once you get it up to 100%, they have to accept all of your demands. Up until then, you're kind of negotiating, and there are other things you can do. But basically... and I believe there is a rule that you need to have a battle of at least 5% war score to end a war in less than 5 years or something. So basically, if you just park in someone's country, you need to be doing that for a long time, or you can't get to 100%.
Okay.
So going in there and kicking his ass before any of his friends can show up is actually going to help us out.
So you read that in The Art of War?
Yes, that is loosely translated from Sun Tzu's Art of War. I just looked at his country here. There are some countries will have this little icon pop up, which means that it has an advantage based on the terrain.
Got it.
So I've clicked on Kujavi. I hope there are no Polish people, actually.
You shouldn't even try.
Grammy is so disappointed in us.
I know.
This county, if you hover over the little river here, has an advantage of anyone attacking from those 4 counties that are listed there. So basically, if someone was here and I wanted to attack them, and I went over this river, I would get my face stomped in. That would be a bad sitch.
That's a good spot.
But here, well, it is actually a good spot that our country is split by this thing, because if there are attackers, we're going to be able to set up shop right on the other side.
Cool.
But hopefully we'll be doing the attacking like right now. This county has no such defenses, so we're just going to go in and stomp them. On the way, we have our 4,000 people. Right now there are 4 different armies because they're the 4 different counties that were there. We're going to click this button to merge them. So now we have one big army.
Sweet.
And then we are going to link them all together and send them across. So before you go into battle, you're going to want to put your commanders in. We are the best soldier that we have. So
Nice.
we're gonna head the middle like a dog.
Yeah.
And no one else has any advantages. There's some other stuff that you can do sometimes when we can't.
What are you looking at right now? What are you assessing?
So you have your army gets basically broken up into 3 columns.
Yep.
Right. There's the center and then the 2 flanks.
Yep.
And so now you get a guy to be in charge of each flank, and that multiplier is going to help that flank as a whole.
Okay. So how do you determine that we have a multiplier?
Because it's based exclusively on your martial score.
Got it.
And actually, looking at this flank, can I balance these? I'm not sure if you can. I'm going to be in charge of this flank because this is the best flank. So because it has the most people. There are 1,900 troops here, 1,200 troops here, 900 troops here. So we're going to go there.
Make sure we
We're going to
assign
put our second best. So I've just sorted by martial, and we will put Lutoslaw here, and we're going to put Premyslaw here.
Are these dudes all from our country and various
These are
places?
all our boys. This guy is the Count of Zursk, which is here. So this guy runs this county,
So
and
he'll just show up and be like, "Hey, we need you to run shop here."
he's our boy. He's ready for us. So we're just gonna bring these 3 dogs in, and we're gonna go after it.
Start stomping.
So we are.
Does
I
that
have
bar them traveling? Is that the idea?
Yes, that is their motion. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so now I paused it so we can look at it. So when a war starts up, you get this screen. So these are our 3 flanks against their 3 flanks. We are the attackers. So you see our flank as a 22 is going against an 11. Our center flank, a 12, is going against a 12, and then a 12 against an 11. So we're pretty evenly matched. We have a huge advantage as the dopest king. And we also have almost twice as many people. So we should be all right. Let's see.
The Battle of Sim.
Okay, so in the middle of this battle, this prompt has come up. Your experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things you will do differently in future battles. What will you focus on? So this is a random event that pops up when your guy is actually at war. And
I'd like to set a character story here.
Okay.
Our guy, being the middle linebacker, dropped out of high school to run a country kind of guy, 6'4",
Yeah.
235.
Yeah.
He would just destroy face. So I say everything we do leads to him destroying more face, like with hammers and stuff. So like light foot are not interesting to him.
So you think it's cavalry?
I don't know,
Or do you think it's winter terrain? Do you think he's like a Green Bay Packer, Vince Lombardi type of guy?
Whatever the dudeliest dude would do, I feel like King Coleslaw 2 would do.
I think it's cold because we're going to be going this way. He's Polish. I feel like doing the Belichickian hood on as the snow falls around his face. I feel like Boleslaw is one of those guys.
Yeah, he likes that kind of thing.
So we'll be a winter soldier.
Yes.
So a winter soldier gives us a 50% combat multiplier
in winter.
in winter
We're
months.
also in January now. I don't know.
Yep, so this is a good time, and we also get a larger supply chain. Well, that will probably come into effect as we go further north, but we're not going to deal with it right now.
Cool. Yeah, hell yeah.
We're going to be a winter soldier.
Yeah.
So
Any character choices for him have to be that they are the most badass.
So you can also see, I have it paused right now, but as we go through this battle, these green bars are morale, and as the battle goes on, guys will die, but what will happen more rapidly is the morale will fall. And once a flank's morale falls too far, they bail, and then the other 2 flanks are boned. So that's what we're watching.
Okay. And how do we keep people happy?
There's really, well, by
Murdering?
winning battles.
Got it.
I can move this a little faster, I think.
Oh yeah.
This is, I have
boy.
this pretty slow. So right there, see? This guy's in trouble,
Yeah.
and now we've broken and we're chasing them off the field.
He's waving the white flag.
And so now, I'm going to pause it again. So now we chase these guys off the field, so now we get to turn on this flank, who is kind of like, yeah! And now we just came in and we're like, suck it! And now they're in trouble.
We're
and now
throwing
all just
snowballs in the air as we fire arrows at him.
So
GG.
we won this battle in a major way.
Wow.
We killed 3,000 of their... 3,000 of our guys lived. 300 of theirs lived.
That was a pretty efficient battle.
It was a pretty great battle. So now, what you were asking about morale, you can see here, our morale is pretty... their morale is garbage. This red bar is actually like, see these guys over here that aren't related to this war? That green is their morale.
Got it. So they're at like 0.
No, they're pretty good. I mean, that's like 75...
No, I'm saying the one
Right,
we
these
used
guys
to
are
destroy.
0.
Yeah.
So we're going to chase them and just keep kicking them in the face. So they are going to Sloopsk. So we're just going to chase them down.
How do you know that they were going to sloops?
If you oh, you can't. Well, let's see.
Sorry. Sorry, you show me next time.
So right, you can see Army of High Chief Sismuncel,
Yeah.
right, and then underneath it says 308, 1855,
Yeah.
and then below that it says will arrive in Sloopsk.
So what's their angle here? They're like, maybe we'll just go over there and they won't notice.
I think their angle is we got to get the hell out of here because we just got our faces stomped in.
And now we're just gonna chase them down.
We're gonna chase them and we're gonna kill them.
Got it. We got trebuchets.
I don't know what these guys are doing.
Are those their guys?
I don't know. No, they're not actually involved in the war at this point.
Okay,
So
what if they're
basically,
trying to take it?
I don't know. Oh, they are. They are at war.
Oh, I'll tell you, this guy is
So this is actually really interesting. This guy over here, High Chief Krutoj, High Chief Crouton, is. So when we were looking before at the duchies, right? So I
Yeah.
just clicked on the. I guess I should explain what I keep doing. This shield here, the independent realms, is what you can look at the current state of the world. This is what the world looks like right now. If you go over here and you click this little lousy crown, this shows all the duchies. That's what I was talking about before, the individual collections of counties that you want to collect so you can expand.
Right.
If I click this button, you can kind of see. So the three duchies that we're looking at here, these two are a duchy. These, I believe there are three here are a duchy, and then there are two here. But in the real world, Obotria has three,
Right.
and Pomerania has three.
Right.
So what Obotria basically was chilling here, he was looking at an equal strength Pomerania, and then he saw us roll up and start smashing skulls,
Yeah.
and he was like, I'm just going to go ahead
You guys gonna take this?
and take this.
Do you guys need this land or?
And
Yes.
because this war that we are in is only for these two, he's not showing up as someone that we have beef with. Because technically, he's fighting for this, and we're not. So that's why, if we were fighting for the same piece of land, I'd be able to attack him. But because we have no beef with him right now, he gets to just chill. Like, we basically just won him a war.
Damn it! So does he steal that land from us?
Well, if he wins this war against these people that we just curb stomped, which he's going to,
Because
yes.
we're currently chasing them into another duchy.
Well, we already killed them all, so they're done.
So, coming from a is it Axis and Allies or a risk
Yep.
from a risk point of view, could we
Yep.
have left guys behind to deal with him?
Well, we can't fight him because we're not at war with
We
him
haven't
right now.
justified it. God.
We have
Okay.
a problem.
But he has justified war against Pomerania.
Right.
Got
And
it.
actually, it's that risk thing is a perfect segue right now because you see here we have our 3143. We have our morale bar is pretty full, but see this little skull?
Yes.
This is what I was talking about the winter supply before. So each county has a supply limit, which is basically it can only hold so many people. So, like, if you are in the lush, verdant cornfields of Nebraska, you could keep a lot of soldiers there because there'd be a lot of corn, right?
Yeah.
But if you are in the lousy,
The
craggy
butthole of
mountains
Pomerania.
of Antarctica,
Yeah.
you can hold about as many men as can survive eating ice.
Eating each other.
Right. So in Svensk, the supply limit is 2,000 people. So if we go over 2,000 people, if there are over 2,000 troops in this territory,
Turns into the Walking
they
Dead.
start to die at a 16% per month rate.
Oh, neat.
So that's friggin' huge.
should
So
probably-
we need.
Yeah.
So because we are a winter soldier, that was one of the perks of being a winter soldier. Is you get 4% bonus.
Yeah.
But we still have too many. We need to get the hell out of here, or we need to get some of our troops out of here. So this is how the game prevents just doom stacking.
Yeah.
So we are going to go. I'll take that again. So you click on the army, and we're going to split them in half.
Yep.
And we are going to take half of the army, and we will run this half of the army, and we're going to go over here. So since these are the two countries that we are in want of, we are going to just move into both
Oh, right,
of
because
them.
we don't actually care about Shezhen right now, right?
So what?
We don't really care about Shezhen right
Nope.
now.
No, we just went there because that's where his troops went.
Got it. Okay.
And as you can
Did you
see,
just point those back to Shezhen?
yes. Hang on, I just need to get them out of here. So, right, so all we care about is this right now. They are en route. There we go. So now we are sieging these two areas, which I can't really show you right now. Oh, I can. So a siege is when you go in and you basically are starving out the castles in the area. So in each county, there are these holdings. This is a county capital. We have a city and a temple. And then in Gdansk, we have a capital, a temple, and a city. So we basically rolled up and went to the county capital, and our attackers, our soldiers, are just chilling and basically starving out the capital until they quit. And you can see right there, if you hover over the defender morale, 88.3%, minus 3.9 every 12 days. So that means they are going to break down.
Exponentially.
Right. So we are starving them out, and then
And
here
that's just by our dudes chilling in there?
Yep.
And
We're,
also, I guess, being in war.
because they can't raise troops to take us out.
Why can't they raise troops? Because we're...
Because we killed them all.
Oh, neat.
So, because not only did we kill them all, but our soldiers are chilling in their backyard.
Peppering them?
Right. So
Got
they
it.
can't. So they can't raise more.
Now, at what point do we need to be concerned about the 3,000 troops that are hanging out in the next country?
We're going to be wary.
Got it.
We're not going to really worry too much about it yet. Where are these guys coming from? Oh, hello. A pretty wench is throwing herself at
Oh,
you.
no. Now, hold on. Don't click anything. So what are our...
I can't. So a pretty wench is throwing herself at you. I can't resist her or mind over
What are
body.
the effects of the two things that happen?
Okay, so if you choose I can't resist her, you'll get lustful. I'm sorry. So this is an example of a time where you don't know what's going to happen here. So there's a 45% chance if we say I can't resist her that we become lustful,
And what does that
which
do to us?
increases our intrigue, increases our fertility. It makes us less pious, and it makes the church like us a little less.
Yeah.
And then chaste is the opposite. It makes you more pious. It makes
Oh.
you. It increases your religious learning. It decreases your fertility, and it makes the Christian church like you more. So
Okay.
we're definitely going to be lustful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just based on the fact that our dude would definitely bang chicks.
Yeah, he's a Gronkowski basically, as a
Absolutely.
Polish people.
Yes.
Where are these guys coming from? Oh, doctor.
And what are they up to? Exactly.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. The Rostovs. They are heading to. Oh, they're going to Norway. Oh, these are allies of the King of England. So they basically trooped all the way from here, and they're going to help out here.
Wow.
Pass.
Good friends.
I know, right? Bros till the end.
Jesus.
So this is part of the game where we are just. Oh boy. So one of the other things we're dealing with here is we are losing money.
Can we steal?
We actually will get. You do get some gold as you siege these castles. But what I might do once one of these castles falls is. Oh. Okay, so we had
How much
this
did we
guy.
just get?
We didn't get in. Oh, we did get a bunch of money. Oh wow. So this
Oh,
guy,
that was kind of critical.
Vlost of Silesia, the Duke of Silesia, which is here. So the Duke of this whole chunk died, and he had no heir and no wife. Or he had no heir, wife doesn't matter.
Loser.
So because he was not married, all of his everything reverts to his liege, who is your dog, Boleslaw.
Oh man, Kitty Coldslaw #2.
So now we have.
We're amped. We just banged some chick. Did we get lustful?
Yeah, no, we didn't get lustful.
Nice. So we got away with it, basically. We slammed some chick.
No, he needs to get lustful. He needs to knock her up.
I guess, but at least the church isn't pissed about it.
All right, and also
We are fighting a religious war, banging chicks in another country. God,
he's
we're so cool.
He's a buffet Catholic. So
Man.
when that guy died, he was on our council. You can see this little chair popped up, open council positions. So we need a steward who's our money guy,
Oh, so our money guy died.
which is why we made some loot. So we have an 11. That's
What a
kind of
shame.
lousy. I wish we had some better options. I just went down to the find character option. It's down here. It's these two little torsos in the corner. Search all. Let's look for men who are not in prison. They are not rulers. They should be our religion, our culture group, and they should be an adult. And so now these are all of the people in the world who meet these categories. And if we find someone who hates their current boss, they may come chill with us. So Jaksov Radisław is a Polish Catholic who has a negative 12 opinion of his liege. So he may actually come hang out
He
with
has
us.
one hell of a mustache.
He is not going to come hang out with us. Do we want to bribe him to come? You know what? I'm actually going to wait until this war is over before I fill that seat on the council, because we should be done with this war fairly quickly, And once this war is over, we're going to have 2 more counties worth of people to choose
Good. Yeah,
council
good
members
call.
from.
Because we got
So,
nothing to work with.
so I'm a chill.
Nice.
So we are now just cruising. I'm checking in. So they are at. They're still at. All right. So these guys, what I was saying before, they are slowly sieging, but right now they are at 10% war score. That's our siege in Bitov is done, and as you start to siege areas, so in Gdansk, what I was saying, there are these 3 primary holdings, um, the county capital, the temple, and the city. We have now sieged the county capital into submission. You can tell because our little flag is here, and the lines come in, which means we are in control of a portion of the holdings in that county. And then the same thing happened here. And you'll see as we get to the lesser holdings, this one is going much faster. It's 10.2% every day. And actually, one more holding, we should actually win this. We are at 95% right now on our war score. You can see, and when you hover over, let me pause it. So I went down here to our war. You can see this is the guy we're fighting. We have a 95% to the victorious side. When you have the war score here, you can hover over it to see what happened to get you to that war score. We basically had this thing 2/3 won in that first major battle. We got 62%. So from there, these occupations are just bumping us up to 100.
So did we win that one or what?
We haven't yet. We're just about to. I think if we get one more holding, it's going to kick over to 100%. Right. So we have, you can see we have 100% down here. We can enforce our demands, and those demands you can see here. We gain 100 piety because we are super religious, and we won this for Jesus. We get 50 prestige for kicking ass in a war. We get plus 3% moral bonuses from Catholics. Slavs are not fans. And then we get this duchy. So we're going to say yes. So we won the war. Go us. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Calm down. That's the thing that pops up when it thinks you don't know what you're doing. Which, how did they know? So now look at Poland. Poland looking slightly doper. We have some beachfront property. We can make like the Miami of Poland here now. So that's pretty good.
Can you not hear Brass Bonanza playing in the background?
I can't. So now some new stuff has popped up.
Man, Poland looks so big now. Doesn't it?
It does. It's expanding. I mean, we're like 4/5 of a Hungary right now. So
I felt like something was there. I just didn't.
just wasn't. So right now, okay. So let's take a step back and look at domain size. So this is what prevents you from being a greedy Gus. Is that your should we take a break?
We should take a break.
Okay. You know what? We won a war. We got you this far. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll figure out how we're gonna keep kicking ass and expanding the Wendy's empire
Yeah.
next time.